Hello and welcome to Chronotophobia. I don't know if there will be music in this. So we'll start with that. This is a horror game. If I don't know quite how it is. Chronotophobia. There we go. You wake up in the kitchen. You do? Okay. Gray light seeps in through the window. Oh, there is sound. That's good. Time of day, hard to determine. Raindrops crash against the glass. There's a puddle of stale vomit on the floor. Lovely. You stare at it with disgust and indignation, but as the memories slowly drift back into focus, you decide that one way or another, you probably deserve this. I don't remember what the interact button was. Pool of vomit. So I guess it's just... Oh, pool of vomit, average size, showing the initial signs of drying up. So, nice. Neat. Maybe it'll go away on its own in a while. Just wait. It's vomit. Nice. Okay. For a moment, you consider going outside. It's raining pretty heavily, so you decide against it. Besides, it's not like you have anywhere to go, do you? So, from my understanding of this game, it's a little bit like Lovecraft, but also like social media. So I will see how this is. That's the toilet. You pick up a rag. Hi! Yeah, you want to play too? Okay, well we have a rag, so that's nice. You wake up the laptop. I wake it up? Okay. Interesting choice, considering that you have some urgent matters of basic hygiene to attend to in the kitchen. There's been developing for some time now a most tendency for you to be bothered less and less by such trivialities. The screen flares up. Okay. Have you heard that recent studies confirm a link between social media use and brain rot? Apparently, one's brain tissue degenerates into some kind of watery black mush, which is then purged from the body with other fluids over the years. After a while, there's nothing left in your head anymore. Terrifying condition. Oh, I'll just check out the updates. Maybe something will cheer me up. Is that what you were thinking? That's not thinking. That's a cognitive equivalent of a fart. How much of your brain is already gone, melted into putrid black oil and pissed out? Anyway, you've been just checking for nearly an hour now. Once you realize that, you will be surprised and disappointed, as if this has never happened before. Feeling cheered up yet? You clean up the vomit, all the while trying your best not to throw up again. The floor here is wet now. One should take care not to step on wet floors. It's good for one's well-being. Maybe later. Wet floor. Alright, I guess we just kind of go back on the computer then. Nothing there. You wake the laptop up. Soft hum like a cat purring through a lately, more and more often like if there were a giant insect floating somewhere in the room, out of sight. Dots. An abyss of uncommunication, geological strata of inanities. Exposed for all to see. You scroll past, each layer more and more incomprehensible and oppressive than the last. Why do you keep coming back? A craving for contact? No contact will or could ever be made here. You should know full well by now. Morbid curiosity, voyeurism, what is this if not a human zoo? A perverse desire to be outraged by all the garbage takes, drama, and even new forms of stupidity. A need to compare your feelings against those of the others, all crushed into a sickening, formless yearning. Life processes stripped down to their foundations of addiction. You keep scrolling. Memes, art, shitposts, cat videos, clickbait, headlines, blur together. Is this what being human has been for all along? You planned on doing something else today, you recall vaguely. Reading a book or something. Something that would at least allow you to pretend that consuming content will eventually make you into a person of some sort. The one who consumes increasingly sophisticated content in order to become an increasingly sophisticated person. More and more of a person all the time. Forever a radiant black hole of personhood. It's all the exact same thing. No way out. Let's see, that was nice. Thing all the time for wave of apathy and dread. Oh, well, you know what they say about abysses. Well. Hey, the vomit's gone. This is not something that was here before. F. Are these neighbors home? Have they noticed? Called the cops? Or has this thing killed them, perhaps? If so, can you be held responsible somehow? Are you a murderer now? Have you murdered your neighbors? This is getting interesting. Ooh. Step crumbles under your weight. You tumble over the edge. Ooh. Hope there's not going to be too much running in this. I'm not usually really good with these arrow control things. Let's see what we got here. Oh, lovely. What do you got? Nothing? Alright. Then we leave. Hi. Partitioned space, rooms, maybe. Rows of enclosures in all directions and endlessly. Passages, many of which are closed off. Doors, cave-ins. Obstacles of all kinds. Little variation between the rooms. Messages passed from room to room, or to or from the regions beyond. Decoded, encoded, recoded, a key long since lost, all collapsed into gibberish. Exploring the rooms, little variation between them. Messages passed. This no sound, okay. Words unheard or as good as unheard. Torn into small square fragments. Messages recombine. Endlessly little variation between them. Passed out, vomited a number of small square white fragments of paper to be recombined on regaining consciousness. An emotion experienced once will be experienced again, with diminishing returns, ad nauseum, collapsing into gibberish. Please stop this if this can be stopped. Rooms collapse endlessly. Nice, dude. Alright, that's a good talk. We'll just, yeah, It's good talk. Hi, everyone. Is there nothing up here? I can't seem to go anywhere. Yeah, I can't seem to go anywhere else further here, so I guess we're just gonna go back. Hooray. Straight backwards. Oh, this way. Okay. There was another pathway to go, so I guess we'll go that way. Wait, do these kind of places? No. No. Okay. What's down this way? Is this kind of a dead end? It is. What about these? This. Oh, this is a place. Ooh. Hi. Do you have something to say? Someday in summer, possibly. A late summer possibility, though. Hard to tell, walking along the overgrown train tracks, stretching in both directions as far as the eye can see, as is usually the case with train tracks. The eye cannot in fact see very far where the train tracks in question are concerned, so overgrown they are. Still, an educated guess can be made that they do stretch far, and in two directions, moreover. These are train tracks, after all. At the bridge, pause. From the bridge, observe the city overgrown with trees, stretching in all directions as far as the eye can see. The train tracks stretch and coil through the city, possibly beyond, possibly endlessly, hard to tell. Concrete structures, ancient, overgrown in every direction. Vegetation taking over the crumbling buildings as far as the eye can see. Roads, battered and overgrown, stretched through the city, endlessly. Road signs collapsed, meaningless gibberish. A concrete structure, one of many overgrown, soon to die collapse. Sorry, I missed that. Inside enclosures, little variation between them, spread out in all directions. Inside enclosures, further partition to be found. Kitchens, bathrooms, etc., overgrown, no longer in use, so no longer, in fact, kitchens or bathrooms or anything. Explore the enclosures, little variation between them. Inside a kitchen, though hard at this edge of collapse to be certain that it is a kitchen, you are in, on the floor, fragments of a paper, square, white and meaningless, like the room you are in. The paper is stained with vomit, possibly, though hard at this stage of decay to be certain what it is that it is stained with. On the roof, bird's nest, twigs and paper fragments recombined into homes. From the roof, observe the city overgrown in every direction, as far as the eye can see. Good talk, dude. Where'd this go? Okay, so we seem to have a fork in the road here. We can go up this way, I'm guessing. Oh, what is this? An altar. You don't have anything to offer. Okay, so there's two passageways to go here, with the dude in the eye and the not dude with the eyes. Let's go here. Okay. I don't think these are ways. They don't seem to be. What is this? Oh, I swear the music stopped there. Like, what am I about to see? Oh. Hi. What are you? There's been a failure in the communication lines. Nothing gets through. Those wishing to file a complaint about the failure should do so, if that is something they believe would make them feel better, but we can guarantee it won't. Establish a network only to be trapped by it, and wait, helplessly for it to collapse. Messages pierce your brain as it melts into horrible black mush. Can anyone make this stop, please? I have collapsed into fragments of gibberish and am being recombined endlessly. A sunny day in late summer, take a walk. Spy on yourself and find motives and objections inscrutable. Spy on everyone else with the analogous results. This lasts forever, or so it seems. Smoke stretches out and coils through the room, illuminated by bright sunlight, sometime in late summer. Through the windows, observe the city overgrown with trees. This lasts forever, or until you can no longer stand it and pass out, to wake up in the kitchen, where gray light seeps in. Through the window, to illuminate a pool of vomit. Cool, dude. Alright, that's nice talk, where it was good. There are symbols on there that might actually be a little bit important, but I don't know for sure. Anyway. I guess we're going back. I don't know what these people are talking about, but that's kind of a normal thing in Lovecraftian type stuff. Oh, this actually doesn't go anywhere. I was wrong. Oh! I didn't notice there was this other area here. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Oh. What is all this then? Okay, these have some symbols. You step inside the circle. Nothing happens. Cool. Oh. Okay, I think I know what I gotta do here. I think I need to look at that symbol that that other guy had, and then come back and do that. I think that's what I gotta do. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and guess it has to be in the same order as what was on that other thing, which I don't know what that was. So that's the first one. This is the second one. That's the third one. You step inside the circle. Something happened this time. Ah. Interesting. There's more symbols. Nothing happens. Okay, so we have more symbols, but we don't know what the order is again. Sword! Of course. It had to be some terminally idiotic shit like this. Pathetic. Is this what you wanted? What are you gonna do with it, you clown? Better shove it through your guts and end it right here. Alright, we have a sword, I guess. Oh, wait. Do we have to go back and put the sword on the altar? Is that what we're doing here? Does not appear to be another way to go. So... okay. It can be one of two things. We either have to do, like, the reverse, or we have to do the same order. So if we do it the same way, it'd be this. This. And then the bottom two. Inside the circle, nothing happens. Okay, so opposite then. So it's this one, this one, this, this. Step inside the circle. Okay! We figured that out. We have a sword, we gotta put it on the altar, and then we make friends with everyone. Pretty sure that's what's gonna happen. I don't know if anything's gonna happen in between then and there. Nothing might happen. Nothing is a good possibility. Also, something might happen. This is another possibility. You don't have anything to offer. I thought I did. I got the sword, didn't I? Do I have to go back? What do you say? What are you doing here? Sword? You climb inside the wound. What? Okay. This key doesn't open anything. Okay, that's nice. I don't think I can go anywhere else. That's nice. Okay. Do you want a key? This is not enough. Okay. So I guess I have to sword everyone that was friends with me. This does not go anywhere. Which is sad because I don't want to do that, but I guess I have to because of reasons. Traveling around at the speed of arrow keys. Hi. How did you even get here? Sword. Climb inside the wound. What is this? The cover is defaced. The pages are blank. A faint smell of coffee lingers in the air. You detach the cup from the counter with difficulty. The cup and contents appear to actually be a single piece of cold, glassy material. Disappointed, you place the cup back on the counter. What, really? Okay, I guess that's not what I take. Alright, it's cool, I guess. I almost didn't recognize you. It's been such a long time since we last saw you. Oh, my good friend! I missed you so much! Sword. Wound climbing. Okay, well. The box is almost weightless. You don't dare remove the lid completely, but there doesn't seem to be anything inside. You feel grateful. This looks like our computer room. Anything up here yet? No. Okay. I think that might be like a final area looking type place. Like, not that there's like an enemy there, but like a final god creature that will devour us. You know? Fun times ahead. Is this enough? I guess it is. Oh, hi. Well, hi. Hi. That's my eldritch speak. Cool. Oh, I'm moving. Hi. What are you? You reach out to touch it, and it reaches back out to you. What did you expect would happen? Senses overload and crash. The pain is overwhelming. Slash. Devoured. Consumed. Absorbed. Metabolized. All traces of meaning disappear from your surroundings. Slash. How long does this last? The stars are gone. The sparks and this is overwhelming. You collapse, face meets ground as it always does, as it always should. The architecture of the human face invites the blow. Collapse in tears. Devoured. Confirmed. Absorbed. Metabolized. Processed. You scream in agony as the I don't think that's a word. Burns out what's left of your nervous system, leaving you unable to experience anything. Middle tubes pushed through skull where brain once, a long time ago, black dirt pours out in torrents. Is pain the primary conscious experience? How primitive a structure do you need for subjectivity to emerge? Will any interaction do? Is the universe in pain? Your fucking head replaced by blocks of rain-forked concrete. Are you happier this way? Virus extend from it plugged in? Dying machine flatlines. End. Absorb, consume. Two-sized, disfigured. Pulverized, rejected, disgorged. That was an interesting experience. Guess we're in a forest. Oh, it's the altar. Only one thing left to give away. Sword. Whoa. I guess that's it. I don't think there's anything else. Huh. This is a very interesting experience. And it's free. It's a browser game, so honestly you can just go to the link and play it. It's really fascinating. And it would take me a lot of time, besides what I had right here, to really think about what was going on here. But, like, Lovecraftian social media experience seems to be the correct statement about what this is.